So it's time for a few updates on the Xbox Activision deal. Let's look into this. But before we look into it, let's check Iniba.com. They offer games for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo and PC, and they've got a ton of great offers over here. You can grab games 80% cheaper. There's some gift cards, good deals on Diablo 4 and some for Best Sims DLC. So let's check some of these DLCs and pick any of them really. So how about this one? So let's go with this one. So let's click on that. As you can see, you can buy it now or add it to your cart and continue buying other stuff. So let's buy it now and proceed to checkout. And all you have to do now is just select a payment of your choice and you're done. So guys, Iniba.com, you will find the link in the description of this video to that website. I'm sure you will find something for you too. Okay, so let's talk about the Xbox Activision Blizzard King acquisition. There's some interesting, there's few things that have been happening lately. And one big one is that New Zealand regulator came out and said that they will be postponing their final decision until next month. So there's a tweet by Tom Warren, and you will find it in the description below, that says New Zealand regulators have published a statement of issues over Microsoft proposed Activision Blizzard acquisition. The New Zealand Commerce Commission has cloud gaming concerns and has extended its final decision date to July 17th. So looks like, hey, we've got another regulator from New Zealand this time around that has got concerns over cloud gaming, which is interesting because a year ago, probably nobody would say that that would cause so much concerns. Like a lot of people, including myself, other content creators, and even lawyers were saying that the whole console market and Call of Duty exclusivity is probably going to be the biggest deal, and looks like that's not really the case. Although I must say that FTC still is pushing for that particular thing. I mean, CMA has concerns over cloud too, now New Zealand, but I think with FTC that's a bit different. FTC, I think they still actually kind of following the Sony line, if you know what I mean. So Call of Duty exclusive on Xbox and if and that kind of stuff, right? So I mean, I'm sure that they will discuss the cloud gaming thing there as well, but I think that FTC is a bit different. Their approach to it or their concerns are a little bit different to what CMA is saying. Or at least, I guess they've got more concerns. It's not like FTC said, oh, there's no problem with Call of Duty being exclusive, because that's what CMA pretty much did say, right? So it looks like there's not going to be another approval for now when it comes to New Zealand, because like I said a couple of weeks ago, New Zealand was I think one of the last to actually decide on this deal. So I think right now, I don't think we are actually waiting for any other regulators right now, not that I'm aware. And so right now it's all up to FTC and CMA, or should I really say the federal court that deals with that FTC complaint, and the CAT Tribunal, also competition tribunal in UK that deals with that CMA block. So let's talk about that for a minute, because I did see some hot takes on that, and because obviously a couple of days ago FTC did ask federal court for that injunction. So for now, and they also asked for that temporary kind of block. I forgot the full name of it. But that temporary block is not like that the injunction. So that the temporary block that FTC asked for and federal court did agree to was just to stop the deal for a week or two until federal court will investigate the deal. They just they want to make sure that there's nothing there that screams block this deal, right? So they just want to make sure, but the injunction that can actually cause some serious harm to Microsoft, because from my understanding, from what I've heard, and I'm talking about I've heard from not journalists, but people that deal with law and that kind of stuff, like Hogg's Law or a couple of other people. Microsoft could potentially go around the whole UK block, the CMA block, but not really when it comes to a federal court. So what's going on right now with FTC and federal court is that federal court did block the deal for a while, for a week or two. I mean, basically, that temporary block is blocking this deal for literally 2 weeks, because I think they said that Microsoft cannot close the deal until the investigation and the temporary junction, or temporary junction, I think it's called. They cannot redo that injunction, and 5 days after, for whatever reason, right? Maybe it's just extra time for appeal and stuff. I'm not really sure. Either way, so up until end of this month, Microsoft cannot really do anything. After that, if federal court will not issue the injunction, Microsoft will be able to finish the deal in United States, even though the proceedings and the proper investigation into this case will still will carry on, right? So that's why FTC really wanted, and they still want that injunction, which will be proceeded very soon. I think the first proceeding starts in 2 or 3 days in federal court. All these proceedings will take 5 days. There's going to be 1 or 2 breaks. So, and I guess by the end of this month, we will know if Microsoft will be blocked from buying Activision Blizzard completely, or they will still will they have still a chance to complete the deal. Because if a federal court will issue that injunction, or however it's called, that's a done deal. I mean, yes, Microsoft will be still able to proceed with and go to court and fight in court and stuff. But the thing is, it would take so long that Activision and Microsoft cannot afford to be left hanging, basically, when it comes to this deal, right? If federal court, if FTC succeeds and they will get that injunction, then I think, and I mean, it's not that I think, all these law journalists and lawyers think that, hey, it's a done deal. Microsoft will just back away and say, okay, that's done. We are done here, right? But if Microsoft will be able to prove to federal court that there's no need for that injunction and there's no reason to block this deal, well, then, FTC will probably still pursue the lawsuit and everything, and they will still be trying to block this deal one way or the other, but Microsoft will be open to actually close the deal in US at least, and they will have to find some way around UK, basically. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen there. There's still a chance, slight chance, but still there's a chance that that CAT tribunal will overrule or will force CMA to change their mind, I guess, and that this is decision. So we will have to wait and see. But the deal is not done yet. The deal is not dead yet either. So it's all in a limbo right now. It's all about lawyers, lawsuits, and tribunals and federal court and that kind of stuff. So, it's looking like we should be way more knowledgeable about what's probably going to happen by the end of this month, because federal court will decide whether to block this deal completely or not, issuing or not issuing that injunction. And I think CAT Tribunal, they will have actually with CAT Tribunal that's going to take a little bit longer, because I think they've got some hearings scheduled for next month or something like that. So we'll see. So anyway, guys, that's the update. So New Zealand has delayed their final decision until July 17th. So literally a day before Microsoft's closure, the agreement with Activision kind of runs out, and they would have to pay the $3 billion to Activision. So that's like day before. And we're still waiting for federal court to decide on the injunction, and there's still CAT Tribunal actually dealing with that CMA block. So we will have to wait and see how that goes. So guys, that's all I've got for you today when it comes to this particular topic. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.